Hey, how's it going? Today you and I are going to be unboxing the new Ninja Slushi Twist. Evidently, in Ninja Kitchen's infinite wisdom, they've decided that as far as the slushie is concerned, bigger is better. So what really is the deal with Ninja's new slushie machine? Watch this video and find out. So you ready? Let's get into this. Just a quick note, this video is designed to be an unboxing and first look. We're going to open up the box, see what you get, do a quick demo, and maybe even do some sound checking. But we're not going to be doing a full product review because we need a couple of weeks playing with this thing in order to give you a really good, honest opinion. Anyway, with that being said, let's get to it. This is the Ninja Slushi Twist Smart Frozen Drink Maker. And that's not an optical illusion, the box is this big. This thing is 37 pounds, and since it's so heavy, you gotta have these straps on the box to keep it from falling apart. It's different from the previous Ninja Slushies in the fact that it's got two distinct vessels here now instead of one. That means you can make two different types of slushies at the same time for those of you who might want to do something like that. One quick interesting fact about this though is that the two vessels here are 72 ounces each. So that means that each one is smaller than every Ninja Slushie that's ever come out. And for me, that's a little bit weird. But at least you're getting the Ninja Slushi guarantee to get a perfect slush. And yes, that does say noise. Or is it nice? No ice. Never mind. Might have to call Ninja to see what they have to say about that. Unless they send me straight to voicemail like they always do. Right down here, you can see a few different examples of things this machine can make, along with their claim that there's endless combinations. Okay, on this panel you can see the difference between the two different configurations that this machine has. You can either put two different flavors on each side and then pick the one you want, or you can pull both handles at the same time and spin this dial down here like you're a DJ or something, and then you get like a nice little cute swirly thing. The Twist features Slush Assist, which came on their last machine also, and the way that works is you don't really have to pick the type of thing that you're making in the machine. It can detect alcohol levels and sugar levels and just sort of determine how cold it needs the slush by itself. And if for whatever reason it can't, it does have an alert system for you as well. You got 14 temperature controls, and you have a rinse cycle, which basically just means it'll run the machine without the compressor turned on so you can run warm water through it. And on the other side, you got a little bit more information about how that Slush Assist works, and you've got some alcoholic slushies depicted down here. It does tell you can go up to 20% on your alcohol, so that's pretty good. 20% alcohol is a lot. Anyway, let's get this thing open. All right, this machine is going to be pretty easy to open up since we're just lifting the box off the top of this. We should just need to open up the top so we can get a little bit of air circulation in here and then lift the entire thing off. This part's fun. Kind of reminds me of Christmas. If all I got for Christmas was a whole bunch of appliances I can't use. So maybe it's more like getting married. Okay, now we lift this up and off. And let's see what we got here. Power cable, self-explanatory. Got this little plastic baggie. What do we got in here? Okay, let's see. For recipes, tips, and tricks, scan the QR code and go to the website. Okay, so you don't get a recipe book now, which was one of the things I really liked. So shame on you, Ninja. You took away one of my favorite things about your products. Okay, then we have a quick do's and don'ts kind of thing on here. Okay, no problem. Oh, and on the back, we have a recipe here for a Miami Vice. If you don't know what a Miami Vice is, it's a mix between a pina colada and a strawberry daiquiri. But for some reason, I don't ever remember seeing this drink on the Miami Vice TV show. Let me know down in the comments if you have, because I'm gonna kind of call BS on this otherwise. Okay, next we got our quick start guide. It's just a quick rundown on what to do. It's very small because there's not really much you do. You put your stuff in there and hit the button. You don't even actually have different programs anymore. All you get is that Slush Assist. And why not just lean completely into AI? It worked great for Microsoft and Copilot, didn't it? Well, hopefully my slushie doesn't become sentient or something. Okay, we got a little bit of troubleshooting information, which you may need to refer to because it's very easy to make a slushie that doesn't slush. And then right here, you've got a chocolate vanilla twist milkshake, which is a recipe that I would just assume would be a thing too, because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this machine. Then on the back, I've got a couple of other different combinations that you can make in order to make some really neat drinks. This would have been a perfect opportunity for them to put some chocolate and peanut butter together and make fun of the old Reese's commercials, but they didn't, so whatever. And the last book we have is the safety instructions. It's got a list of all your parts, you know, things not to do, like don't submerge your machine or stick it in the oven or some other insane thing like that. How the control panel works, which is this much because there's not really much to it. And some information about cleaning and how to deal with low sugar recipes and stuff like that. It's funny, back in the day when the slushies first came out, they said you can't do no sugar drinks. And that was a big thing back in the day. And I made some early videos before showing people how to get around that by using allulose. And there it is now, right in their book. So you're welcome, Ninja. Anyway, keep this for reference because you might need it at some point. Okay, what do we got right here? Ah, this is your, oh, that kind of feels good. Looks like a combination drip tray and a turntable. In all honesty though, this feels pretty good. It's got a lot of weight to it. Okay, we'll take this off of here. This comes off the front. And you know, the machine's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. It's actually smaller. You know, I'm not so sure that's a good thing, to be honest, because now it looks too small. Anyway, let's lift this on out of here. And let's get this off of here. Ooh, this is wet. Why is this wet? Well, I guess they tested our machine. Yeah, there's just moisture everywhere. Machine's dry though. That's weird. Whatever. Ugh. I'll tell you what though, mystery moisture sort of freaks me out a little bit. Okay, now we can get all this packing tape and everything off of here. Okay, in case you haven't noticed, this thing isn't super wide, but it is pretty freaking deep. Let's do some measurements on this really quick before we do anything. So if we are measuring back to front, we're about 19 inches deep. As far as the height goes, you have to go to the top of the handle. That's about 16 inches. And for the width, you are looking at about 11.5 inches. It's not so wide right here, but you got to account for these pieces on the sides. You can see that turntable just kind of sits on the front of the machine right there. Not a ton of clearance though. In fact, if you're trying to make a pretty slushie, you are gonna have a problem if your glass is more than 6.25 inches tall, unless you take this drip tray out completely, but then you don't have a turntable anymore. All right, let's take a look at this machine. Obviously, we got our vessels and everything right here. We'll come back to that in just a minute. If I look at this side of the machine, we got this hook here, and that's probably for this. In fact, that is, and it sits right on top there. This thing clips on here, but it's not on there that great. So you could probably make this fall right off. Yeah, I guess it's on there good enough. If you pull on this a little bit though, that'll open right up and then your wheel is heading on down the street. Get at the back of the machine, all kinds of ventilation. This machine is 120 volt and it's got a 500 watt power output. Okay, we've got a pretty long power cable here. That is about 4 feet on the power cable. About me 3 3/4 or 4 feet. And then we're back to the front. Hey, Joe's Phenomenal now has channel memberships. For most people, you can see a join button down below the video window that you can click and see what type of perks I'm offering. If you're using an iOS device, you might not be able to see it, and if that's the case, I do have a link down in the description of the video as well. Okay, the way the slushie works is a little bit different than the old slushie, I think. This lever design is exactly the same design as our old Ninja Slushies, but it just has a 90-degree turn at the top of the handle is all. So this entire spring-loaded handle is permanently on the front of this vessel. In fact, these probably just come off for cleaning. Yeah, there you go. So you'll be able to see that a little bit better. It's all spring-loaded there, but this whole housing is built into the front of this. So if you ever did develop a crack or something, you would end up having to replace this entire front piece. There are metal pins in here though, holding the handles on, so that's good. If you happen to notice on this vessel, it does have a max fill line at 48 ounces. If you remember earlier in the video, it says on the box that that's 72 ounces. What? I realize that your slushies are going to expand, but that's a pretty big discrepancy. A 48 ounce max fill is not a ton. So that's kind of something to think about on this. Just for reference, on the original Ninja Slushi, the max fill here was 64 ounce. And it's the same on the other side. Up on the top of the machine, we have the compartment to fill this. And this is kind of a step backwards, actually, to me. The reservoir design looks a lot more like the original Ninja Slushi. When the Slushi Max came out, they did a better job with this compartment design, but it looks like we're going back to the old ones. The problem here is that the way this is made, up in the corners, you can get like colored mixture up in there, and then it gets impossible to clean it. We're gonna find out when we do the product review for this, what the deal is with that, if this suffers the same problems or not. But as far as my eyeballs telling me, it kind of looks like the old one, so that would be a step backwards. Also, I've never been a fan of the way that these little lids are designed. You got a plastic hinge and a little tiny plastic piece that can flop around like this. I mean, that's something waiting to break off to me. The other side here is the exact same thing, but it just opens the opposite direction. And in order to get your reservoir off, you just have this handle here. You pull this forward, it releases the entire reservoir, and then this whole thing just slides on out forward. And then in here, we can see your little auger right there. Not quite as solid as the old ones were, but I don't have a broken one this time, because when I got the Max, one of these was busted right out of the box. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Happy to say that this one is not broken. Okay, then we got our evaporator. I believe this is a sensor right here for it. And then this right here is your drip tray. If anything overflows, it's gonna end up being down here. And then the other side is exactly the same, just on the opposite end. All right, and then on the front, you can see the control panel, extremely simple. You got your power button, self-explanatory. You got 3 slush assist buttons. Basically, you're just hitting the one button and it's gonna slush the way it thinks it needs to. And if it's having trouble and needs you to add either water or sugar or something, it will light these up. Remember, left and right are mirrored, so whatever I tell you here happens exactly the same way over here as well. So you can run the 2 sides independently with the controls on the sides, or you can activate dual slush assist, which will turn on both sides and treat them independently. These 2 buttons down here are to adjust the freeze level. The bigger snowflake makes it more frozen, the smaller snowflake makes it less frozen. And I believe the Twist has 14 different freeze levels. The only other button on here is the rinse feature, and all that does is run the machine with the compressor turned off. That way you can run some warm water through it to help clean it, and you don't worry about the machine trying to cool that down. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a quick demo and a sound check to see how loud this is. For this sound check, I'm gonna be running both sides at the same time, seeing as how if you buy this machine, you're probably gonna be using both sides. All right, so we'll turn this on. We'll run the dual slush assist. And we're gonna sound check back by the motors. Well, the highest I saw was about 65 decibels, so a little bit louder than the old Ninja Slushi, but I mean, that's not bad. Not bad at all, considering it's got 2 motors in this thing. Okay, now we're gonna do a quick dual slush test to see how long this takes and also how it comes out. I'm gonna be using some Simply Fruit Punch and some Simply Pineapple Juice. And this is just to find out if this machine actually works or not out of the factory, and also what that little swirly thing looks like. Okay, so in goes the fruit punch. And then our pineapple. Then we'll turn this on and we'll just use the dual slush assist button. Now all we gotta do is wait. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you wanna learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Okay, it just got done. It was 10 minutes and 49 seconds to freeze these both up. The pineapple got done about 30 seconds sooner though. So as far as time goes, that wasn't bad at all. Keep in mind though, I only had about 20 ounces of liquid in each one of these. So obviously if you've got a full container, it might take a few minutes longer, but it looks good to know. And looking at the texture on these, it looks pretty darn good, at least with what I can see. Let's swirl up a cup and see what happens. Okay, so we put this right in the middle here. That's one thing though, it's you've got to find the exact center of this. Because if you're on the edge of this thing or something, you can make a real mess. There we go, right in the middle. And remember, you got to hold this right in the middle if you want to control both these at the same time. Kind of makes me feel like I'm engaging the flaps on an airplane or something. Well, it's not really coming out the way I was expecting it to. Doesn't look like the picture, does it? It never looks like the picture. Oh, there we go. Does still look nice though. Slushed really good. Not the little pretty lines that you got on the box, but when I do the review, we'll have a lot of chances to try to make that work. How's it taste? Tastes good. Well, honestly, I don't know. The new Ninja Slushi Twist is bigger and it can do multiple slushies at one time, but the real question is how many people are actually asking for that? At the price point they're selling it at, it is cheaper than buying two distinct slushie machines, but who really needs more than one slushie machine? Other than me, evidently, because now I have 7. Anyway, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be putting this thing to the test to find out what the positives and negatives are, and once I have enough information, I'll be back with a full product review. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Ninja Slushi Twist, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay, 1 cent. If you like this video, I bet you like this playlist right here where I have reviews and unboxings for a whole bunch of different slushie machines. If this one isn't doing it for you, I think you're gonna find something in there that will. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon. And until that time, I'm Joe and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.